I spoke with Frank Luntz, one of the foremost experts on American voters and the Republican electorate. I am sure, of course, that you have also been combing through this indictment like all of us, the first time that a former president has been indicted on federal charges. What position do you think this puts Donald Trump in politically?
Well, we've been studying Donald Trump since before he announced, and over the years I've been surprised, significantly surprised, that his own voters don't seem to care. Whatever charge, whatever challenge, whatever accusation, they're prepared to brush it off. And those charges and accusations are getting bigger and more significant, and yet it doesn't matter. In fact, when the polling is done over the next 48 hours, I believe you're going to see absolutely no impact on Donald Trump's core support, no impact on whether or not they want him to be the Republican nominee for president, because, in 3 words, they don't care. And then
what about the general electorate? Sorry, Frank.
And that is so significant because we've never had anyone like this. He likes to say that this is a witch hunt, that he's being condemned and criticized, and how unfair this is. The amazing thing is he's never admitted a mistake. He's never acknowledged that he did anything wrong, ever. And I say this, it's 1:21 a.m. here, and still, this is so significant because this is having an impact not just on what Americans think of their electoral system, of the judicial system, of what's happening in politics in America. This is a global phenomenon where the world is watching. But I'm so glad that this is being done by the BBC. Make no mistake, the world is watching what is happening here, and they are stunned at the former president's behavior and at the behavior of the electorate. That this seems to have absolutely no impact. Sorry.
Frank, do you think that this then strengthens any potential Republican candidates? Ron DeSantis, for example, he's long maintained that he shares Trump's policies, but he doesn't come with the same baggage.
And yet he's unwilling to challenge the former president. He's unwilling to hold him accountable. And that is something that Republican voters used to care about. Accountability was one of the highest values in a Republican. Equality for Democrats, accountability for Republicans. And so the question now is, does somebody like a Chris Christie come through because he's prepared to challenge the former president directly? I don't know what I do know is that our system is broken. Our system does not advocate or encourage the truth, and that there's going to be serious political and cultural damage as a result.
I want to talk about support from within the Republican Party. Kevin McCarthy yesterday calling this a dark day for the nation. Mike Pence speaking earlier. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
It's not just a sad day, but it's a troubling day. Millions of Americans. And it invites a divisiveness in this country that can only be answered with facts. I believe the leaders of this country and our party and those of us who aspire to lead would do well to remember first principles. First, let me be clear. No one is above the law.
You heard it there. No one is above the law. What do you make of that? Could there be cracks at some point? Could the tide start to turn?
Every time we've said this, over the last 7 years, every single time, it has not happened. So many people, including myself, have declared Donald Trump politically dead, and we've been proven otherwise by his own supporters. And make no mistake, those supporters don't care. No matter what you show them, no matter what you tell them, no matter what the evidence or the facts or the truth is, there's still 40% of Republicans who believe that the election in 2020 was won by Donald Trump. Still. There's 30% of the Republicans, and perhaps as high as 40%, that absolutely positively want him back. I want to emphasize to viewers, when the truth doesn't matter, when the facts don't matter, when they will trust what they hear from one individual,
Frank,
that tells you the challenge, the danger to the core democratic principles, or as Mike Pence says, first principles.
Frank, I do have to ask you, do you think ultimately this hurts or helps Trump win back the White House?
It certainly helps him get the Republican nomination because not only does he say he's a victim, he's now saying he's being persecuted. And so Republicans will rally around him. Problem is, the Biden administration has no credibility among these people because they feel that it's all political, that it's all partisan, rather than being judicial and focused on the facts.
All right, Frank Luntz, there, Republican pollster, communications strategist. Thank you so much for coming on the programme. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.